Now, this is another rant. I don't even know why I bother doing these with screen capture sometimes, because this particular rant, I'm not even going to use the screen. So ignore all that junk and Cubase stuff. It's just a freaking podcast, I guess, with a lot more bandwidth wasted. I want to talk about lawn mowing, or Nintendo playing, or sleeping, or taking a bath, or reading. And what I mean by all that stupid beating around the bush is that if a mix is not working, if you sit down and to a mix and say, it doesn't feel right. Or again, go back to my Top Gun references. I always like to do that. After Goose died, Maverick goes up flying around, and he immediately just lands a plane, and the token black guy starts saying, "We could have had him. We could have had him." And Maverick freaks out and said, "Oh, fire when I'm goddamn ready." Well, when you feel like that, and I don't know about you, but I feel that way more frequently than I wish I did. I'm 32, and I think that life gets to me sometimes because I'm a baby. And anyway, when I come in here and I feel like and try to mix, it does not work. And even with these videos and stuff, I'm trying to crank out 400 of these. You guys could imagine what 400 of these videos, which range from 30 minutes to 30 seconds a piece, take to do in terms of work. And I'm really pushing myself. There's times when I walk in here and I'm stressed. I'm like, Carter, make a video. And then, of course, the video doesn't come out. And like tonight, in the past 4 hours, I've had a blast and just did my thing, and it's been fun. And I think I've cranked out, 10 or 15 videos. Like it's been really productive. And the mix is coming together, and I got a deadline on this mix that I kind of screwed up on, but it's coming together too. So all these things are working in my favor, and I'm firing on all cylinders, and I can feel it. And it's just such a strange thing when I'm in a bad mood and I'm forcing the issue. What I've kind of noticed for me is I'm better off reading my books, taking a nap, playing balloons, or whatever it is. I've got this new hobby with the Arduino microprocessors. I'm making this light show thing for Christmas and maybe some live bull crap I'm up to. Anyway, by having these distractions, it seems to have done great things for me. Stephen Covey in his book, what is that book called? Seventh. I don't know. Just search for Stephen Covey, and it'll pop up on everything. But he had this little metaphor, and it's talking about sharpening the saw. And the story goes that some guy is he's working his tail off. He's just sawing on this tree, and he's just going and going and going and sweating. And you could tell his saw is dull. You could tell he's just basically peeling out. He's wasting time, and he's not doing well. And another guy, another woodsman came up to him and said, "Hey, dude, looks like your saw's dull." He goes, "Why don't you sharpen it?" And the guy says, "Well, I'm too busy chopping this tree down, or sawing this tree down." And the irony of the story is that the guy would have just take a second and take a break, sharpen that saw, and come back. He'd have that tree done in seconds. And so it's really strange how we don't, if us workaholic types or us driven types don't take breaks, and it actually makes us worse. Now, it's one thing to push yourself, and that's something I always struggle with, is how much do I push myself and how hard do I go? And for me, there's a time when I can just feel my body gave out. And when that happens, I say, okie dokie, and I just take some time off and just loaf. And I feel guilty sometimes, but I try to fight it and distract myself with other fun things. But the point is then when you finally come back and you're ready to work, then you got to kick butt and do it. Get your coffee or whatever it is, chemical of choice, if you need that, and go to town. So if a mix isn't happening, you can just feel you don't want to be doing this right now. Don't force it. Don't make something that's fun and awesome, like music recording certainly can be. Don't make it a chore. And even if all this applies, even if you have clients and stuff, music people are like the most unambitious types of people I've ever seen, and collectively speaking. And usually you can come up with some excuse that's reasonable, or to say, "Hey, I screwed up and I had a freaking panic attack and about killed a dog, and so I decided to take a day off, so I'm behind." And you'll deal with that, But maybe A-list professionals won't operate quite that way, but I doubt it. We're all human, and we all succumb to those kind of things. So anyway, this was kind of just more of a life philosophy thing than anything, but it comes down, you can't kick a dead horse. Find a way to make yourself productive, and even if you can't do it by mixing, you can't mix all cylinders, then do something else productive, like I said, mow the yard, or do I don't know what, rewire a rack or something that you can do when you're a little bit ticked. Anyway, thanks guys, bye.